guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Emperor from Kujin Cosplay, and tonight we are watching Beautiful People Death Note episode 18.
Ally. No, I don't have to wonder about that one. Light doesn't remember ever having Death Note, so now he is completely for catching Kira, and he's ready to work with L.
Twist.
L,
Freaking twist.
L had a building made for this investigation.
He's freaking Batman.
He's rich, but now he's handcuffed to Light, and even though he kind of managed to convince the others that Light is not Kira, he still believes it. I'm pretty sure he still believes it, or else why would he handcuff himself to Light? Makes no sense, but still. So I think he does believe he is Kira. They know that Misa is second Kira. They just don't know why she doesn't remember. So she's okay for now, but she's on the floor of the building. So they're all together in this building, and they're gonna work to catch Kira. We also know that there is an organization that know that Kira is helping them. And we know personally that there is a guy in this group that has the Death Note. Ramu went there and had him kill people. So when Light was, in prison, the deaths could still continue. So that group is taking advantage of the fact that Kira is helping them to have people kill
Because they
them.
want to be the greatest company.
Which just goes to show how rotten human beings really are in this world.
They all deserve to die.
Once you've been given this power, I think that the temptation is really hard, which is why they always compare the Death Note to the forbidden apple, the forbidden fruit. It's something appealing, it looks beautiful, but once you've taken a bite, it's rotten inside.
So maybe also when we watch the intro, at the end of it, we see an apple and you get just one single bite from the apple. We all know that one bite is not enough. You need to take more. Just like with the Death Note, one name is not enough. You need to write down more.
Yeah, you won't stop eating your apple after one bite, it's true.
Yeah. Alright, so no more waiting, guys.
Let's watch this!
Let's watch it.
He quit!
I seriously don't remember, but I think yeah.
I mean, I do understand. He's been working so hard with all of them to stop Kira, and then suddenly they hear that the police is agreeing with Kira, and they want to stop looking for him. So it goes against all their beliefs. Like, there was a reason why he was hesitating. The only reason why he wanted to stay in the police was because he needed the money to pay for his family. Then he got to hear that there was an escape to this all along, but he got tired of being manipulated by Al, so he chose this as an out of anger or something. But it still doesn't erase the fact that the police stopped wanting to stop Kira. It goes against what he believes in, so he still decided to quit. But now he cannot go back to the group. I mean, oh, this is sad.
What do you think about L's way of doing things? He's
At
always
first
testing people who are working with him.
I mean,
think it's because he has trust, and we know he
Trust
got
issues.
trust issues with the people who work with him and stuff. But
he has no people skills. He's, like he said, when he wasn't even looking at them. He was turning his back on them and saying, like, I've always been alone. It's always been me by myself. I'll be fine. Just go. And I mean, for someone to hesitate, it's like saying, you might be right, like you'll be okay, like they don't really care. So I mean, if I put myself in a situation like this where I'll just go and say, oh, you know what, it's okay, you can go without me, I don't care, but deep down, you care, like you don't want them to go. So then if the person is like, are you kidding me, I'm staying, you're sure that they want to stay with you. But if they hesitate, it means that they are considering leaving, so their trust is not completely there, like their need to stay with you is not completely there. So it might be a detective version of that. Like, if you're hesitant, if you hesitate here, it's because your heart is not completely in there. Your main goal is not to stop Kira. you're thinking of something else. And if you're not ready to put yourself completely into this, you're going to be a liability. He has a family. If he cares more about his family, his place is not here, because he could die. I think Elle understands that. He was mad when Watari went and said, we do have money for them, so what's the problem? Like, who told you to say that? He didn't want him to know, because if he believed that he should leave, it's because he cares too much.
Izor shouldn't be there, yeah.
So I do... It was being tested all the time by a guy who's supposed to work with you could get on people's nerves, but I think his art was in the right place here. He wanted to give him an out. Because, what's your out if you say, well, if you keep working with me, you're out of a job. But you know what? I have the money to set you up for life, so you'll be okay. What are you gonna do? Well, fuck that shit. I'm going back to being a police officer and I have to work to pay. When he's offering you an out, no one is gonna take that out. No one from this group, at least. So...
Anyway.
He kind of took away the obvious choice. Keep working for what you believe in, and I'm going to give you the money that you need that you wouldn't have if you quit. So he took that away, so the decision came to family or Kira, and he was hesitating, so that means that he should have left. It's really sad, though, that he still ended up quitting.
Yeah, it is sad. All of them got a really good heart.
Yeah.
Good moral values, and they all want for Kira to be stop, no matter what.
The police still has a very good reason to maybe want to follow what Kira said. Like, he started getting politicians. Their goal, the police's goal, is to keep peace and order. And if politicians start dying, that order and peace is gonna go to shit. So, but to have them say the police has been corrupted, I'm no longer working with them. Because I believe that justice shall prevail anyway. That's great. They are great characters.
Yes, they are.
One other thing, too, that's very interesting in this episode is that the way we see Light work, to find Kira and stuff, and the way Elle describes how he sees Kira, it's interesting because, for us, Kira has always been Light. But take away the Death Note and he's just a victim. He's a guy who could have ended up just like Elle, just like the guy who's working with him right now.
Yeah.
He is genuinely trying to help. And as soon as he's going to touch the Death Note, that's going to be all gone.
Can we just keep the series at that?
Hey, let's stop there.
With the happy Light and happy Elle.
I don't know how he plans on gaining his memories back, because he must have planned for that too. But he is just a victim. It's true. Kira is not Light. Kira is the book. It is whoever has the power. Right now, Kira is the guy from the organization Yoseba, right? He's the guy from that organization that's been, at first, doing what Light wanted. So killing the guys that he told him to kill, but now he's killing the ones that are targeting or stopping the success of the company. So he's doing this as himself. So he is Kira now. Kira is a persona. It's not a person. It's the book. And Light is a victim, which makes this all the more tragic if you start looking at it this way.
All right. I think we're done for now.
Actually, the only thing I'd like to see is for someone to gain the power of the Death Note and just decide to either not use it or use it for good. That'd be like the true defeat.
How can you use it for good?
I don't know. Not using it might be the way, but for someone to gain that power and not use it, or, not using it the way everyone else has been using it, that would be like the true defeat of the Death Note. Because the purpose of the Death Note, Ryuk's purpose, was to kind of get entertained with how human beings react to having this power. So the Death Note corrupts people by giving them the opportunity to become this demigod, let's say, because they're not truly gods. So I think the true defeat of the Death Note is gonna be if someone eventually ends up having the Death Note and prove that not all human beings are corrupted and not all human beings are rotten enough to be corrupted. So that could be very cool. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I know that in the movie there is something similar to that ends up happening. So I won't mention it because it's not the same as the anime. So if you want to see it, just check it out. But the way I see it now, because I've never actually, even in the movie, I've never seen Light as a victim. I don't know if it was because of the acting, but I've never seen him as a victim. But the way they talk about it in this, the true enemy is the Death Note. And since Ryuk is the one who threw it out there,
Ryuk is the true enemy.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
That little bastard.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is already up on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Click and subscribe! And if you don't, well, you just need to wait, like, what, for tomorrow?
No, next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday
It's
for the
gonna
next
be-
episode
yeah.
to be uploaded on YouTube.
Exactly.
So, see you by then, and thanks again for watching, guys.
Bye.